I'm really getting stressed out about this whole housing thing. I mean, legally, I'm doing what I'm supposed to. That's the part I don't get about any of this crap. Is I pay my rent, I clean it the best of my ability. Why does prejudice bullshit like this exist in our society at this point? Shouldn't we have evolved past this bullshit as a species? I mean, yeah, I know I make remarks about overweight people, and about how they don't have good hygiene because I don't want to smell it, which I don't want to. Even if it's someone my size that did have good hygiene, I don't want to smell it. I just don't get why stereotypes are what causes people to have their prejudices. I'm a schizophrenic, but I'm not a schizophrenic serial killer. I'm not a schizophrenic serial rapist. I'm not a schizophrenic serial anything. I've never hurt another person in my life. I just don't get it. I didn't choose to be born like this, but my whole life I get shit for it. Because every other person with schizophrenia wants to, do bad things. I don't do anything bad. I mean, I cuss, but that's it. No drinking, no smoking, no substance abuse, no, other than some cussing and, I don't know, maybe running my smart mouth and hurt people's feelings, you know? I don't understand why this crap is even allowed in society. Like, why are you allowed to say, oh, this person who has this lifestyle choice, what this person who is this way, they are the same but everybody else that way because of stereotype. The only thing I've noticed true about anything I've studied in stereotype is, I showed that picture with that girl, and I couldn't remember if her name was Nancy or Stephanie, but I remember that she wasn't nice and she was overweight. And, well, you look at 600-pound life, all those people that are overweight, they're not happy. They're not nice people. They're rude. They're ugly. Like, ugly as in behavior. But, I mean, that's the only stereotype I've seen to be true. I mean, there's the thing about the mentally ill people, about them being dangerous and going around and committing crimes. Yeah, okay, fine. I mean, but, again, in the court of law, when you go to court for what you did. Not what your diagnosis did or what somebody else in the same situation did. Like I said, because I was schizophrenic and I couldn't come to mental health. I'm no longer affiliated with the county mental health because I couldn't get transportation to their offices, and they don't offer any kind of video services. So, like I said, they put me in a mental hospital for a week last year for non-compliance when I had no way to comply because I couldn't give me a damn friggin' ride to the office. But the doctor who was there, the doctor was that nice guy. I can't remember his name. He had an accent. I think it was a European accent or whatever. I don't know accents that well. But he told me that he see what the problem was. Then I sat in a room and a panel full of doctors from the state capitol, whatever. I told them what the problem was. I don't have access to a car. I don't drive. I have no way to get to that office. So then they tell me to do everything telehealth. So I do everything telehealth because that's all the state could do because they can't get this stupid Medicaid van to get their act together. Like I said, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do in my situation. Every friggin' apartment place I call, like I said, I got one thing. The bank said they'll help me get the money for a down payment on a new place. Another thing is, even though their waiting list is closed easily after telling them my story, easily South Carolina's income-based housing program is at least letting me fill out an application, at least let me add my name to their list. But the problem is right now I can't do that because, not only that I can't do it because I can't do it because my dyslexia is so screwed up. I can't read nothing. Like, I'm under so much stress that everything written is just blurred lines or just squiggly lines, just dots and random. I can't make any sense out of it. Like I said, I'm so sick of losing weight. My dyslexia is so screwed up I can't read. I'm having regular heavy nightmares and asthma attacks, all because of a whole lifetime of being treated like crap for being born disabled. I'm really getting sick of it. I mean, it's not my fault that a bunch of other people with mental disabilities want to go out and be crackheads. I don't do those things. I showed you guys my refrigerator multiple times. There's not a beer in there. There's not a pack of cigarettes in the apartment. And there's no illegal drugs here. But because of stereotypes and fear-mongering, I get treated like crap. Because other people with mental illness don't want to act like they got sense God gave a donkey. All because some writers in Hollywood say, oh, this guy who's killing all these people, he hears voices. When these dipsticks don't even understand basic biology in their movies. Or in their video games. There are wounds you see people get in media they should die from instantly. I call it plot armor. I call any movie that says that a mental illness person should be cured by a magical pill bullshit. And any movie that says every person with a mental illness is a danger to society is also bullshit. Guess what? There is a link to the danger to society, mentally ill people. And guess what? There's a link to them. There's a reason they do it. It's called doing illegal drugs. You know, if they didn't do illegal drugs, they wouldn't do crazy shit. You know? If they wasn't buying crack, meth, and whatever else the stuff is called, we wouldn't have mentally ill people going out doing all this crap. But you know what? But sitting in, like, they're like, oh, we're building a new anti-drug center or whatever. I'm sick of being a stereotype when I've never harmed another soul in my entire life. I'm 45 years old. I've never hurt anybody. But my whole life, people have been hurting me because I was sick, I was weak, I was different. And I've never once, ever once, made any plans to harm another human being as much as the world has treated me like crap. For having asthma, schizophrenia, dyslexia, a rod in my leg, poor vision, not being able to drive, not being able to work. As many people have treated me like crap, I have never once planned to do any of them harm. And I never intend to. Because I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want that on my conscience that I hurt another person. But other people sure as hell love hurting me.